you can take your ballet class naked. After all, you are taking your Ballet Obscura beginning adult ballet lesson in the privacy of your own home. Just draw the curtains and turn off the camera on your computer, and you are good to go. If by some chance you are under 18, then turn this video off and go tell your mommy to enroll you into the studio down the street. I'm sure they would be happy to take you and your mommy's money. Now that we have that out of the way, please get into whatever attire that will be comfortable and easy for you to move in. While naked is one way, there are other, more traditional ways. That's why tights and leotards have been the traditional standard for over 60 years. What's that, you say? You thought tights and leotards have been around forever? Think again. Up to the 1920s, there was no stretch fabric and no easy-to-wear, stretchy dance clothing that we are so used to nowadays. Dancers made their own outfits out of street clothing. The famous modern dancer Isadora Duncan started wearing a chiton, which was modeled after the tunic dress worn in ancient Greece. Chitons were relatively easy to move in, and a dancer could wear them in different colors. But starting after the 1920s, these dresses were simplified and shortened. Around that time, black became the color of choice, as it was easier to keep things clean. Men's ballet attire during this time consisted of white, loose-sleeved shirts and dark trousers with socks and leather shoes. That style is still seen today, where men wear white socks and t-shirts and black tights, often cut at the knees. They look just like bicycle pants nowadays. Starting in the 1950s, dance attire started to become more streamlined. Female dancers wore high-waisted briefs over tights with short blouses. Tunics were still a thing, but mostly for the traditionalists. In the 1960s, the leotard became more common as ballet attire. The leotard was created by the 19th century French acrobat Jules Léotard. Up until the 1960s, leotards were worn mainly by circus performers and gymnasts. The first leotards for ballet were made of knitted cotton fabric, which allowed for some stretch but easily became baggy. This was followed by early types of nylon, which offered a little stretch but would still become misshapen. Spandex material, known under the brand name Lycra, was invented and released to the public in 1962. It was initially used in the underwear industry, but eventually made its way to ballet, revolutionizing what dancers wore. Spandex material, known under the brand name Lycra, was invented and released to the public in 1962. It was initially used in the underwear industry, but eventually made its way into ballet, revolutionizing what dancers wore. In the 1970s, it all exploded. The rise of stretchy one-piece leotards, unitards, leggings, and tights. First used in the fitness industry, these items quickly became popular with ballet dancers. This new material closely fitted the body, retained its shape, and was easily washed. Soon companies began producing lines of ready-to-wear dance clothing, leading us to what you wear today. Now we are spoiled for choice, with dozens of colors and hundreds of leotard styles. Next time you reach into your drawer for your favorite leotard and tights, think of all the dancers that came before you and what they had to wear. Ballet Obscura uses a primarily verbal method, focusing on teaching from a cerebral point of view rather than visual. You actually learn it rather than just watching and following along. This method allows you to learn it in the privacy and convenience of your home. You can learn it by yourself or with friends. A reminder, This is not the easier way. It is, however, a way that you will actually learn it more effectively, rather than just sitting and watching a professional dancer. If that's what you're looking for, there are plenty of videos out there that will do just that. To make the adventure fruitful and enjoyable, and reduce a lot of confusion and frustration on your part, I highly suggest you review the following educational content before starting any of the Ballet Obscura lessons. If you already have, then kudos to you. The links are below. You can help us get the word out. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, and share.